Welcome to Lesson 2.4, where we'll discuss how to choose the best type of investor for your business. On your marks, get set, bang. We all recognize this as a familiar way races start. But what does that have to do with raising capital? When you enter a race, you are mentally prepared to cover as much ground as you can in the shortest time possible. You're keenly aware that every second counts and every stride has to be productive. Approach raising capital with the same mental attitude. Time equals money. Investors who are focused on return on investment, or ROI, want you to build as much value in your business in as short a time as possible. That's because ROI is a function of both value and time. Of course, many investors want to place their bets on the fastest horses because that has the possibility of producing the highest ROI. But all businesses can't be the fastest in the race. Some industries just grow faster than others. It's easier to grow fast if your market is growing 50% a year than if your market is growing only 10% a year. So does that mean you have no chance to raise capital if you aren't in a fast-growing industry? No. Luckily for you, your potential ROI isn't the only thing investors look at. Many investors consider risk to be as important as, or even more important than the highest potential return on investment. They're willing to settle for a lower potential ROI if your business presents lower risks. A slow and steady horse who is highly likely to finish the race is often more appealing than horses that start fast but break down before the race ends. So, when you look at the world of investors, break down investors into ROI and risk categories. Then evaluate your business by ROI and risk. Your sweet spot is the investors whose ROI and risk profiles most closely match the profile of your business. Once you've done that, it's easy to navigate through the world of investors. Analyzing the risk-reward profiles helps you navigate through the world of financial investors. Strategic investors also consider how your business helps their existing businesses. Financial investors usually offer a lower valuation than strategic investors because financial investors get no benefit other than ROI. But return on investment is usually only part of the benefit strategic investors want. And remember that it's not always an all-or-nothing choice. Investment rounds sometimes mix different capital sources that seek different risk levels for different rates of return. They are combined into one capital raising round by selling different securities that afford different levels of protection against losses. You will probably give up a bigger percentage of your company if you rely solely on traditional venture capital investors than if you raise all or some of your capital from alternative sources. You can usually raise capital at better prices than you can obtain from traditional venture capital investors if your business offers investors safety, social benefit, synergies with their other businesses. Venture capital investors often help you tap into these lower-priced alternative capital sources after they join your board of directors. So, if your business is a good match for less expensive sources, you'll be more attractive to venture capital investors. Venture capital investors love to piggyback onto other less expensive capital sources because it protects them from dilution risks.